All right, today we're diving into a real marketing mystery. It's like a classic whodunit, right? But instead of a missing person, the victim is a company's ad budget. Just gone. Vanished into thin air with pretty much nothing to show for it. So, let's grab our detective hats and start looking for clues.
I mean, does this sound familiar? Is your advertising budget just disappearing? It's a scary thought for any business owner, right? You're pouring money in, you're expecting results, and all you get is a bigger hole in your bank account. If that hits close to home, well, you're definitely not alone. Let's look at a real-life case where this was happening, big time.
So our story starts with a bathtub reglazing company, and they're in a super competitive market, New York and New Jersey. I mean, it's a real battleground. They were spending a ton on Google ads, but the return? Almost nothing. The leads were costing a fortune, and their budget was just getting absolutely devoured.
Okay, so when a campaign is bleeding money like this, the first thing you've got to do is investigate the scene of the crime. And in this case, that's the Google Ads account itself. A really deep audit uncovered 3, let's call them critical clues that pointed exactly to where all that money was leaking out.
Clue number 1, faulty evidence. The whole campaign was set up with the wrong conversion goals. Think about that for a second. They were basically telling Google's super smart algorithm, hey, go find more of this wrong thing for us. So the system was learning from bad data, and man, it was getting really good at wasting money. Next up, clue number 2. They were chasing the wrong suspects. The negative keyword list, the list of words you don't want your ads showing up for, it was a total disaster. It was actually blocking people who were searching for exactly what they offered, while at the same time, it was letting all this irrelevant junk traffic slip right through the cracks and just eat up the budget.
And the final piece of the puzzle, clue number 3, was this completely unfocused attack. The budget wasn't targeted. It wasn't concentrated where it could actually make an impact. Instead, it was spread super thin across tons of different ad groups with keywords that were just not working. It's like trying to water a massive garden with a tiny little watering can. Nothing gets enough attention to actually grow.
So, with all the clues on the table, it was time to stop investigating and start taking action. And this wasn't about just throwing more money at the problem. No way. This was about a complete strategic turnaround. They moved away from all that chaos and put a focused, smart plan into place, built on 3 key steps.
So here's the 3-part plan that completely cracked the case. First, they implemented something called enhanced conversions. It's a tool that gives the algorithm much better, more accurate data on what a real lead looks like. Second, a total keyword cleanup. They got rid of all the junk and focused only on the terms for their core services. And third, they performed what I'd call surgical cuts, just ruthlessly getting rid of every single ad and keyword that wasn't pulling its weight.
And this is where the story gets really good. After putting this new strategy in place, the change wasn't just a little improvement. It was dramatic. It was like night and day. Let's look at the hard numbers, because they don't lie.
Boom! In just 1 month, the number of hot, qualified leads shot up by 80%. They went from struggling to get by to having 177 solid inquiries come in. And this wasn't just random traffic. These were the right people. And get this, while they were getting way more leads, the cost to get each one actually dropped by 30%, down to just over $50. I mean, for a crazy competitive market like New York/New Jersey, that is just a fantastic result. More leads for way less money. Who doesn't want that?
So the overall efficiency of the campaign just went through the roof. The conversion rate jumped to 12.34%. I mean, think about that. Before, they were wasting who knows how many clicks. Now, nearly 1 out of every 8 people who clicked their ad turned into a genuine lead for the business. That's a game changer.
And here it is. The smoking gun. The definitive proof. This is a real screenshot straight from their Google Ads dashboard for that 30-day period. I mean, you can see the numbers for yourself. 177 conversions, a 12.34% conversion rate, and a cost per lead of just $50.62. The data really does speak for itself.
So, what's the big lesson here? What can we all take away from this dramatic turnaround? It's actually a pretty simple but really powerful idea that applies to pretty much anyone spending money on ads.
It's this right here. So often the problem isn't your budget. It's the strategy behind it. I mean, you can throw more and more money at a broken system, but all you're going to do is lose money faster. It's fixing the underlying strategy that creates these kinds of incredible results.
And that really brings us to the final question, the one for you to think about. Take a really honest look at your own campaigns. Are there clues you might be missing? little leaks in your budget. Because, as we saw today, solving the mystery of a vanishing ad budget doesn't just save you money, it can completely transform your business. Thanks for tuning in.